Much. We just letting all the media join. And welcome everybody to Vodacom SuperFan Saturday. And we have the coach and captain of the Emirates Lions with us. Just so you know, a quick little update. Rugby unites, massive contribution made from these two matches today. 330,000 Rand in total that will go towards Rugby unites, and 132 points scored in total. So this match in particular adding 137,500 Rand. So thank you very much to the teams involved. And what I'm going to do is just start with Coach Ivan, and a lot to talk about. If you could just give your opening comments about this match, please.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Obviously, it's great for us to be back, get back playing. Yeah, there's just sort of thank you for everyone for the efforts. Like I just say, Rugby Unite. The country is feeling the effect of COVID, so thank you for everyone that's contributing. And yeah, just for the game, obviously it's not nice not getting the result, but there's definitely things we need to work on. But there's also a lot of exciting things for us.
Thank you so much. So to the media, if you could raise your digital hand, or you could let me know via chat what questions you want to ask. We're opening it up to the floor now. You can ask your questions. Any questions, you can just let me know. As I say, you can raise the digital hand or raise it on screen if you like. Any questions?
Hi, Michael. Leighton here at Rapport. Just to coach Ivan. Ivan, what pleased you from your guys' performance? And what do you think you could still work on looking ahead to the start of the domestic season?
Yeah, thanks, Leighton. Clearly, the set piece still needs a bit of work. They managed to put us under pressure with set piece, so for us, there's a bit of work left there. I also think that when we managed to keep the ball and build a bit of pressure on attack through phases, I think we created one or two nice opportunities. And then defense, we managed to put pressure on them, and then with one or two soft moments, we managed to let the pressure slip. So yeah, we could feel that we're a little bit rusty. We gave the one team 50 minutes and the other team 30 minutes. We decided that in the week. And I think the second team picked up the energy nicely and picked up the pace, and I think it made a difference.
Thank you very much. Simon, you have your hand up. Please unmute, Simon.
Excuse me. Hello. Thank you, Michael. Hello, Kesh. Hello, Elton. Thank you, guys, for bringing great rugby back. Kesh, you guys, before we went down in lockdown, you were quite under the pump, so to speak, as a team, and as far as your performance is concerned, by your own admission. What have you taken of today's game? And especially, it looked like a stop-start game, and probably unfair to compare the previous game to your game, first of all. And Elton, specifically towards you, were you satisfied with the game plan that you had? And to me, it looked like you made certain adjustments as the game went on, and obviously as players came in, and as certain skilled players came in certain positions. Thank you.
Yeah, just on the question, yeah, Kesh had a plan. We all had a plan of 50 minutes and 30 minutes. What was really positive is to see that the character of the boys, even though we were points behind, to stick to what we've been training. And yeah, we scored a few tries at the second half. Definitely a few work-ons, but I don't see major work-ons. Very exciting about the younger players that came on, got opportunity, and feeling that pressure of senior rugby.
Yes, Simon, if I can answer, yeah, I think there's definite things that we feel is in a better place than before we stopped with Super Rugby. I think our kicking game and the way we want to execute it, I think that the players understand what we want to achieve out of it a little bit more. And then defensively, we managed to put them under pressure. Like I said, one or two soft moments, let them off the hook. And on attack, if we can manage to keep the ball a little bit longer and look after our ball, I think we can put them under pressure. Like you say, the reason why it was stop-start is there was a fair bit of errors from our side.
Thank you very much. Next question, please.
Leighton again here. Ivan, just on that stop-start, you guys had the Stormers' number when you started running in the second half when the fresh legs came on. Did you guys expect the Stormers to front up like that for the start of the game, especially seeing that they've been training in wet weather? We could see when Siya Kolisi scored on the halftime hooter, he was out on his feet. Did you guys expect that defensive onslaught from them up front?
Yeah, they're definitely a quality team. Majority of the pack is all Springboks. So they really brought it. I think that again the stop-start motion of the game brought him into the game for that. We allowed him to rest. They're a quality team, well conditioned. But they can put you under a lot of pressure, and I think they managed to do that. So again, the fact that we made errors and made mistakes brought the set piece into the game. So like I said, if we can look after the ball a bit more, I think we can apply a bit more attacking pressure.
Percival, do you have a question?
Baie dankie, Michael. Kesh, kan ek net 'n vraag in Afrikaans vra? Ek dink die diepte van elke spel, al die 7 spanne wat van die plaaslike kompetisie gaan speel, gaan natuurlik baie getoets word. Ons het gesien in wat julle die tweede helfte gedoen het. Is dit 'n goeie aanduiding vir jou van die moontlike diepte wat julle kan hê vir 'n plaaslike kompetisie? Terselfdertyd kan ek vir Elton net vra as kaptein. Die kaptein, ek het die vir 'n vorige span ook gevra. Julle gaan natuurlik nou volgende week na ander tipe setup toe. Jy as die leier van die Lions, is jy dalk enigstens bekommerd dat julle momentum dalk bietjie gebreek kan word as julle met die plaaslike kompetisie begin, aangesien julle nou na 'n ander setup toe gaan hierdie week?
Nee, is maar net deel van voorbereiding. Ons wil rugby repetisie inkry. Ons het genoeg gedoen gedurende die lockdown, deel van ons voorbereiding. Ons het presies geweet dit gaan die proses wees. Dis 'n geleentheid vir ons om nog 'n minute te kry in die bene. Obviously gaan ons 'n week weg is van die span af, maar dis maar dieselfde prosesse en gelukkig het ons genoeg repetisie en gegee so 'n week weg van die stelsel af. Gaan ons nie eintlik baie probleme gee nie, maar ja, as ons weer terug is as dit stryd na die game is dit weer back to the Lions.
Ja, as ek jou vraag kan antwoord, Leighton, is ons is opgewonde oor die diepte. Ons voel ons het 'n groep wat baie naby mekaar is en regtig goeie kompetisie vir mekaar gee. Soos jy kan sien, die tweede skram het goed gedoen. Maar as Dan Kriel en Manny as kombinasie het goed gedoen. Jumbo Lenga het goed gedoen, Len Masai het goed gedoen. So daar's klomp van die ouens wat die 30 minute gespeel het wat goed gedoen het. En vir ons is dit regtig 'n voordeel. Ons voel die ouens is regtig baie naby mekaar en daar's niks soos gesonde goeie kompetisie nie. So ons is opgewonde in terme van ons diepte en ons groep oor die komende kompetisie.
Thank you. Any further questions from anybody?
Hi, Couture here from EWN Sport. I just want to know, both from Cash and Elton, is now that you've seen the likes of Birgit Oendal, Jaco Kriel, Hachiva, in the mix finally, how have they slotted in, and are you happy with their progress after the first match? Basically that.
Okay, Couture. I spoke to all the new guys in the warm-up. For most of them, I said, welcome back. And the first reaction was, obviously, it feels strange warming up this side of Loftus and not on the other side. So, no, I think everyone's slotted in nicely. Another week or two, where we can get them used to our systems and how we want to do and get them into the team would be great for us. But no, they've been amazing in the team room. What they're bringing on the training pitch and in terms of leadership and energy is great for us. So like I say, another 2 weeks that they can slot in with us. But no, they're making a good contribution.
Yeah, just to add on that question is great leadership in terms of Burger, was a captain at the Bulls. Jaco's got great leadership. And then Rowan Dreyer as well with a lot of experience, learned a lot overseas. Hopefully he can feed the boys with some knowledge in terms of the way they played that side. Because that's where rugby is going, I feel, in terms of the defense. So hopefully we can get a little bit more inside info in terms of that and working on our kicking game. But yeah, they slotted in quite well. I love the communication about Burger and Yaku. It's guys that are comfortable speaking and guys that's comfortable working hard for each other. So it's very positive for us. As long as we get a little bit more training towards each other and get the link between each other, it can only grow from there.
Simon, you have another question?
Thank you, Michael. Cash, miskien vir jou hierdie vraag in Afrikaans, Elton ook. Julle het ook aan die Jukskei gespeel. Dis nie op julle eie tuisveld nie. Eerstens daai vraag en tweedens lyk dit vir julle of Fort Loftus weer terugkom. Ek weet nie hoeveel van die eerste wedstryd jy gesien het nie.
Simon, ja, ons kon ongelukkig nie regtig baie van die eerste wedstryd gesien het nie. Toe ons hier aangekom het met so 20 minute oor, het ons 'n bietjie sit en kyk. Die bulle lyk goed. Mens kan sien dat hulle hard gewerk het, so dis opwindend vir hulle. En ja, dis vreemd om hier te kom en nie jou tuiskaart te kan gebruik nie. So ek weet ons sal net sien in die kompetisie hoe groot effek dit gaan hê, en of dit so groot effek gaan hê soos altyd in die verlede om tuis op weg te speel. So ja, ek dink is nog te vroeg om jou 100% te antwoord, maar ek meen, as jy in jou eie bed slaap of as jy in jou eie kleedkamer is, maak dit 'n verskil.
Percival, jy het nog 'n vraag?
Ja, sorry, thank you so much, Michael. Cash, ek wil net seker maak, en jammer as die vraag bietjie dom deurkom. Ek wil net seker maak, ek sien daar was foto's of 'n paar skote gewees van Warren Whiteley. Is Warren Whiteley nou amptelik klaar met speel as 'n speler as van rugby, of is hy nou amptelik deel van die afrigtingskorps daar by die Leeu's nou net?
Hy's 'n afrigter. Hy's 'n afrigter. Ek kan nie namens hom medies gewys praat nie, maar ek weet hy's op pad om 'n goeie opinie te kry, maar hy's definitief heiliglik in die middel van ons afrigtingsspan.
Jy het nog 'n vraag?
Elton, net vir jou asseblief, jy en Damien Willems het natuurlik 'n lekker tweestryd gehad, vanaand, volgende week weer dieselfde, julle bie vir een posisie na Handrey se besering. Hoe was daai rivalry vanaand en sien jy uit om bietjie die bordjies te verhang volgende week as julle teen mekaar speel?
Ja, soos ek altyd vir julle vir die media sê, vir my is dit nooit oor individue nie. Ek dink Damien het 'n goeie game gehad vanaand. Goeie begin gehad. Ek voel sy skop weer was goed geweest. Maar het gaan meer oor die span. Vir my gaan dit oor as 'n span. Waar kan ons as 'n stelsel beter raak? So ek is individual only, soos ek altyd vir julle sê. Ek sal maar leer. Dis maar hoe ek is. Ek fokus meer op myself en obviously oor wat ek kan contribute vir die span.
Elton, ek weet nie of jy my kan hoor nie.
Yes.
Hallo?
Yes, we can hear you.
Elton, sê net vir ons 'n bietjie hoe het nou gevoel daarso sonder enige toeskouers daar op die veld? Hoe was die aanpassing?
Kyk, ons het voorberei vir dit. Sielkundig het ons voorberei vir dit en toe ons uitdraf by die opwarming het ons gewoond geraak aan dit. Dit is anders en dit gee meer verantwoordelikheid op ons as spelers om energie onder mekaar te kry en met mekaar te kommunikeer. En dit is hoe dit gaan wees. Dit is hoe rugby op die oomblik gaan wees. So ons het dit aanvaar en ek dink dit was goed geweest, was lekker geweest en ons kry die gevoel van mekaar beter.
Any more questions from anybody?
Ek wil net 'n opvolgvraag vra Michael. Elton, miskien
Skus
van
tog.
jou 24th player. Deesdae in die moderne era jou toeskouers. Julle kry natuurlik nie meer daai aansporing meer van ondersteuners, hiersterne van die Lions of enige ander span. Is dit enigstens 'n impak vir julle of het enigstens 'n impak op?
Percival, your signal's not great, unfortunately.
Do you want me to repeat my question, sir?
I think if you can, yes, please.
Ek word net gevra Elton, in die verlede word daar altyd gepraat van die 24ste speler, die ondersteuners natuurlik, en jy natuurlik nou nie in die huidige tyd het jy nie daai tipe aansporing van ondersteuners nie. Het dit enigstens 'n impak op julle spel en hoe julle vertoon op die veld?
Ja, glad nie, soos ek gesê het vorige antwoord, ons het verantwoordelikheid onder mekaar, onder spelers, om die energie te kry van mekaar af, en die ouens wat aan die kantlyn is, die afrigters, die spelers wat aan die kant is, om energie te kry, en om te aanvaar dat hy geen skade gaan wees vir die tydperkie. So, is net 'n geleentheid om rugby te speel, dit is die myn prioriteit. Ons kan nie nog gevestig is om te smeek vir skade en goed, at least dat hulle die broadcasting op SuperSport kan hulle sien hoe ons speel. Obviously sou dit lekker gewees het om ons eie skade te hê, maar op die oomblik is in 'n situasie waar ons nie skade het, ons moet net aanvaar en geleenthede gebruik waar ons definitief rugby kan speel.
Thanks so much, everybody. I think that's where we're going to have to leave it, unfortunately. We've got the Vodacom, the DHL Stormers waiting for us as well. So thanks very much. I appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for your attendance, and thank you, Ivan and Elton. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Very nice. Thank you.
Just make sure you guys are visible between the logos, and Mike Christmas will conduct the interview. Thank you.
Great stuff. John and Siya, thank you very much for joining us. We have the media waiting. Just a quick one, just to congratulate you. Thank you, as well as we did to the Emirates Lions, for adding 137,500 Rand to Rugby Unites for a total of 330,000 Rand raised for that charity and that cause. So thanks for your efforts. John, I think if I can open with just an opening question for the media, your thoughts on getting a victory under the belt.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be about the winning or losing, but obviously when you play a traditional rival like that, then you obviously do want to win. And I thought the Lions were really good. They put us under a lot of pressure in the second half. That new team they brought on when we were tiring. Yeah, we deliberately didn't bring up 30 players because we wanted some guys to go 80 minutes, and they really caught us towards the end there. I thought we were quite lucky to hold on, but we showed a reasonable amount of character there. Look, I think we got a bye in the first round, so we're probably 3 weeks off playing, so perhaps not where we should be in terms of our progression. And some things we hadn't worked on, and then some things we did work on, which were disappointing. I thought our breakdown, which our coach was pretty poor, and there were some areas of our kicking game we didn't get quite right. But yeah, to come up to altitude in the first game after wet Cape winter and play and get through 80 minutes and get a result against a really good, exciting team that played high tempo. Very proud of Siya and the team.
Thanks very much, John. So now I'll open it up to the media. If you could let me have your questions, please.
Hi, Dobbo, Siya, it's Leighton here. Dobbo, just in terms of getting those guys to play, we saw Siya was out after scoring his try. Just in terms of getting to see a guy like Nama coming on and doing what he did, the other guys that will stay behind as well. How pleasing was it that they could hold on and defended just like Siya them defended in the first half?
Yeah, I'm pleased you said that. I thought the defense by both halves was really, really good. We did defend very well, and Nama I thought was absolutely brilliant. He's just got a massive engine, and it's quite nice. You know, we've got these fantastic, great Springboks who've won a World Cup, but there's a whole nice generation coming through here. I thought Saman Maratta, everybody knows him, was absolutely outstanding. Trocky for a guy who's just coming off a knee operation. This is his first real game. Toronto Augustus, I thought he was brilliant. Dan Duck back after long, you can see what he can do. You know, so Angelo Davids was outstanding on the one wing, defensively and chasing kicks, and so I thought. There are lots for us to be really hopeful about in that respect.
Simon, you have a question?
Thank you, Michael. Hi, guys. Thank you. This is for both of you. I'm from Rugby 15. First of all, Dobbo, I asked the same question to Cash, and it was a stop-start game, and it obviously must have frustrated you as coaches on both sides. Apart from that, what have you learned about your at the combinations that you've put on display and the interaction between the players? And have you learned anything about the individual players that you would like, obviously, to take forward? First of all, and then Siya, I saw you talking to and heard you talking to Motsudishi, and you said during lockdown you talked a lot of rubbish to the other players, quote unquote. Did you talk a lot of rubbish on the field tonight? Question.
No, I was saying I was missing the rubbish talk, like in the passages and everything. Yeah, so today I had no words. I couldn't speak. I've never felt like that in a game before. But it was really good to be back with the guys. Like, because we've been away and I got to play one game, and then COVID came. But like to see how we came together, the team was really encouraging for us, and how the new guys from different unions and some guys coming up from the under 21, how we all just connecting and how quickly we just made things work. Dobbo made sure that we were speaking during COVID, on WhatsApp groups and everything, and we were able, when we came in, it was a bit easier, when we saw one another, and it was really exciting. So yeah, it was really good to be back, but obviously there's still lots to do.
Phil, someone on the question you asked me, I think we can't read anything into terms of comment. I think we need at least a game or two. I think guys are just trying to survive, get their breath, not get injured. Because I mean, it's not since probably primary school, or even before, if ever, they've ever not played rugby for 6.5 months. So I really don't want to read too much into anything in terms of the combination or individual performances. This is the right group we've got here, and I'm quite excited by them.
Next question, please.
Coach,
okay.
First of all,
thank you so much, Michael. Thank you, Elton. Coach Dobson, can I ask you? You constantly mention the fact that you guys are having a bye in the opening rounds of the Super Rugby competition. Yeah, is that a concern for you? Knowing that a number of your players will probably play next weekend at Newlands, and looking at some of the other teams, your opponents in this first round of Super Rugby, is that a concern for you that you guys are going to have a bye in the first round and you guys won't have active rugby until then?
Yeah, look, I think slightly. I think it's a fair question, because I think we all saw, like, for example, in the Australian competition, how the teams got better round by round by round. So we missed an opportunity there. I think the fact that the guys are, we've got a whole team, literally 15 players in the green and gold thing next week. So they'll get more contact, even that's not under our sort of auspices. They'll get better for the rugby. That's the challenge now. It's just getting used to rugby, running, getting tackled, and all that. So that's useful. That's next week. And then if we need to, for the rest of our squad, we can always organise another internal game. Look, there's also counter argument that the guys get back from green and gold, being coached in a different environment on the Sunday. They've got to prepare for the first round straight away. So we've got an extra week really to sort of work on the stuff. But the concern would be the contact conditioning. So I'm not sure how it's going to turn out.
John Rudolph from the Citizen here, if you can hear me.
How's it, Rudolph?
How's it, John? Taking your impressive scrum performance today, could we maybe expect you to use it as a big weapon when the local competition starts?
You have to ask Francis Oxygen. No, listen, we feel we've over-relied on it maybe in the past, and I was quite relieved in the second half, and scrum but evened up when we made the subs. There was one scrum on the 5-yard there where I thought we were under a little bit of pressure. So I think we want to evolve our game beyond just relying on the scrum bailouts. I was very pleased with it, but I thought we made there was a couple of times we had in the first half down on the 5 there where we went Siya kept going for the maul, which I thought was great, because we could have taken the scrum and probably got a easier score. But our maul culture, which has disappeared a little bit over the last 2 or 3 years, we really wanted to work on that. I was thrilled with the return we got on the maul. So the truth is, we want to play a bit more seductively than just relying on France and Kitsi and Bongi and Scarra to get us penalties. So I was pleased with it, but not something we want to overplay.
Any further questions?
Siya, just on your try, you were skinned by Dan Doop, almost in the same manner how you scored your try. How you scored your try.
You won't let that go.
Just what went? We saw you pin your ears down and you just went for that corner. What went through your mind when you scored and then as you were lying there?
Subby.
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't thinking because I remember I was on my haunches when the ball came back and I got it. I thought it was just a reaction, and obviously I don't know. I just got energy, and when I knew something had to be done because we were playing. I don't know how many phases we played. Yeah. You know, I almost kicked out because I was so tired, and then Herschel shouts like, "I jam out!" So I carried on playing, but yeah, I just like I went as hard as I could. I wasn't even thinking about what happened with me and Duke, but yeah, I was encouraged by the fact that we could have kicked out, but the boys just wanted to play. And I mean, it's in altitude against the Lions. That's when they normally take over and dominate us at the end of the halves. But I was so encouraged about how the guys kept on going.
Right, I think we have some final questions. Simon? Simon?
Mute.
Excuse me. Sorry for this. Thanks, Michael. Quick, Dobbo, just an update on injuries at this stage. I know it's quick to talk.
Yeah, I think mercifully we clean. Ernst van Rooyen just got cramp. Siya was the concern. We just teased him now. He got a free flight to Joburg because I think he played 3 minutes. But he tweaked his hamstring. He says he did, and but I was very precautionary. As I said, we're 3 weeks out from comp. So Siya was the only sort of, I think, and yeah, Nathan just had a few stitches. So the only sort of forced change we had to make was Siya. I don't think it's too serious.
Thank you.
And Percival, a last question from you.
Mr. Kolisi, sorry, can I allow me to ask a bit of an unfair question? Can you put on your Springbok hat just for a moment and try and give me an idea of what the national selectors have in mind, whether it's Rassie and Jacques Nienaber, with next weekend's match? What do you think they are hoping to get out of next weekend's match, besides just creating a spectacle for the public out there?
To be honest, I'm not sure, but obviously I think they want. I'm sure they want to see where we're at, and obviously just get I mean, it's the closest we'll ever get to a test match, and we don't know what's happening, whether there's going to be international or not. So that's going to be the closest we can get to a test match level. And I think just to see where we are and see how the talent is in South Africa, and I think it's something amazing. It's never been done before. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's really good. You're going to be playing against guys that you played with this week and guys that you played against this week. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Maybe if I can just have last one for Siya there.
Sorry, we just got, okay, you can go, Rudolf, and then we'll get Katu after that.
Okay, I just want to ask Siya, he's been to Loftus quite often in the past in a Stormers jersey, but exactly what did it feel like today without any supporters there?
To be honest, from the warm-up, I was telling the guys, it feels like training today. Until you start feeling your lungs and you're like, okay, I guess I've loved this vandaag. Yeah. So that was very tough. But yeah, you really do miss, even if you're playing away, you miss that, those chats with the fans, when they, give you a little bit of banter and then there when you're sitting on the bench as well. And just the atmosphere, it's really tough. I think it just reminds us, like we should never take for granted what the supporters in South Africa mean and how special it is to have them at the stadium. So yeah, it was tough for us as a team, but it was also good because it was neutral for everyone.
Thank you.
And final question.
Hi, Siya and Dobbo. It's Katua from EWN Sport. Siya, just from you, I just want to know how's the body feeling after playing contact rugby after so long, and then Dobbo, what are you expecting from having the guys played, and what are you expecting in terms of injuries or rehab that's coming up maybe this next week or so?
Yeah, the body is at the moment is not too bad. It's the lungs that are the problem. Tobo will tell you. He tried to speak to me in the changing room. I was just looking down, But yeah, but the body's all right. I'm sure I'll definitely feel a few bumps and bruises tomorrow. But other than that, all good. Thank you.
I think from our side, obviously we lose a whole team now to the national cause, which is great to go to the green and gold. So Couture, we'll have a sort of light week with the remainder of our squad, push them a little bit towards the back end of the week and try and play against our 21s. And then hopefully we don't get any injuries in green and gold, and we've got 2 weeks after that to get ourselves technically where we want to be, because we're off in a few areas today, which we expected. So yeah, God willing, we'll be back on the field in full strength on the 17th of October.
Thank you very much, everybody. John and Siya, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. And to the media as well, thank you for logging in and your questions. Thanks very much,
Thank you,
everybody.
guys.
Thank you, Michael.